Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Social Skills Training for people with schizophrenia. We're very excited to have everyone here today. My name is Maddie, and I'm going to be one of your OTs this evening.
My name is Tali, and I'm another occupational therapist. So the purpose of our group today is to enhance our social skills, identify triggers, and improve our self-advocacy skills. We're going to start by introducing ourselves, going around the circle, and talk about identifying our triggers in social situations, and end with a role-playing activity.
Before we get started, I'd like to address that this is a safe space for all of our members. So I'd like to ask that whatever is said in group stays in group. I'd also like to begin this group by going over some ground rules. So first, I will hope that everyone is respectful of everyone else, so we're not interrupting others while we're speaking. And in all, I would hope that everyone just remains a positive attitude throughout the group. So this is a judgment-free zone for everyone. And then I just want to mention that if rules are not followed, we will be asking you to leave.
Okay, now we're going to go around and introduce ourselves and say one thing that's positive that happened to us this week. So a positive thing that happened to me this week is that I went for a walk in the park with my dog and got to enjoy the sunny weather. So we'll go around to the left.
I'm Allie. This week we got to visit with my sister Amanda, and we had a really good time.
Oh, that sounds great. Allie, I noticed that you said we while you were talking about visiting your sister. Who else saw her with you?
Oh, we just means that I have someone with me, like it's a hallucination. So when my sister came, I had, she was with me. So.
Allie, that sounds so great. Sarah, would you like to go next?
Sure. I had ice cream at the cafeteria this week, so that was just great.
I'm Olivia.
Oh, wait, what? I also had an ice cream sundae.
Oh, Sarah, you know what? I think maybe we should try and let Olivia finish what she was saying, and then if you have something else you'd like to share, we can come back to you at a different time.
Oh, okay. I'll try. It's hard because I'm hearing and, I'm distracted right now. I'll try.
I'm Olivia. I saw a dog this week, so that was good.
Well, dogs are always fun to see.
My name's Liz. My family came to visit and we watched a movie.
So as we all know, the 5 most common symptoms that occur with schizophrenia are delusions, auditory and visual hallucinations, disorganized thinking, disorganized behaviors, and negative emotions. And these are all normal with schizophrenia, but sometimes they come on a little bit more, maybe with stress or a different trigger that seems to bring your symptoms more than other times. Does anybody have an example of something that triggers their symptoms?
This group is triggering my symptoms because in social situations I feel like I'm just hearing so much. I'm so distracted.
So you'd say loud environments, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Allie?
I don't think I have a trigger. I just think that it's like my angel's with me all the time, and yeah, she's pretty comforting actually, and I love having her around. So
Okay.
it's all the time.
Anyone else want to share?
I've never really thought about it before, a trigger be. I feel like it happens randomly. It's not all the time. Like right now, I'm kind of hearing a little bit of something, and I don't know why, and then it'll go away for a little while. So what might a trigger be?
Okay, so typically triggers are, they can be internal, they can be external. They can be people, situations, environments that bring on the feeling of specific symptoms. So for example, Sarah said that when she is in a loud environment, then she starts experiencing her symptoms more so than when she's in a quiet environment. So maybe next time you start to experience any of your symptoms, you can look around and kind of become aware of something that may be triggering the symptoms.
Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Say your trigger now.
So Sarah, Olivia doesn't have to actually share her triggers if she's not comfortable.
Oh, she doesn't?
No, remember at the beginning of our session, we talked about how we're all going to be respectful of one another, and if Olivia's not comfortable sharing right this very second, she does not have to.
Okay.
All right, so now that we've talked about our triggers, let's discuss our experiences with our hallucinations and how they may be impacting our social interactions. So we're going to start by completing this worksheet that I've printed out for everyone. It's called Telling People About Myself. So in the first part, we're going to begin by listing any social interactions that were made difficult because of our hallucinations. And then I will give you some time to write down your answers, and we'll have an opportunity to share with the group. After that, we'll discuss the second part as a group, which includes how to navigate these situations and communicate to others what we're experiencing. Okay, and two for us. All right. So I'll give you all a few minutes to kind of get your thoughts written down, and then whenever you feel ready, just let me know and we can begin. All right, Allie, would you like to begin?
Yeah, this one time I was on the bus with Ray, my angel, and sometimes she doesn't like to stand all the time. She wants to sit down next to me. I like having her next to me. And there was this man who took her seat, and then I told him that he couldn't sit there, and he just didn't understand. He looked at me like I was crazy, and I'm not crazy. I just think that she deserves a seat on the bus with me.
Yeah.
And then because God gave her to me, and I'm special, and she's special, and we just deserve to be together. And I think that sometimes, an empty seat on the bus next to me is for her.
Okay, yeah, thank you for sharing, Allie. Do you have any ideas of how you might be able to better navigate that situation?
I've just been putting my stuff on the seat next to me, so and then I'll leave enough room for Ray, so I have that space.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, so I just want to reiterate the importance of social etiquette while we're using public transportation, right? So if there is open seats available, then it's completely up to you if you want to save that spot for your angel. However, if the bus is pretty full that day and they need somewhere to sit, then we should probably be more comfortable allowing someone else to sit next to us, just so that everybody has a seat and everybody's comfortable.
Maybe I could stand with her next time.
Okay, yeah, that works too. All right, Sarah, would you like to go next?
Yeah, so my hallucinations really act up when I'm shopping, and I love to shop, but I get super distracted because I hear voices often when I'm shopping, and I just end up leaving because I'm too distracted. I just can't.
Okay, and now, as we asked with Allie, are there other ways that you think you could navigate that situation to make your shopping experience more successful?
I'm still trying to come up with ways. I kind of stopped shopping at stores, and now I try to stay away from it. Maybe I'll try to use technology, but I don't have any technology right now.
Yeah, so maybe we can think about getting a cheap pair of headphones or something that we can utilize in the grocery stores or in the mall so that we can help drown out that background noise and promote successful shopping trips for you, because we know that that's a valued occupation that you enjoy doing. All right. And so, Olivia, you're up next.
I don't have anything to share.
Okay, now I want to remind everyone that we do value participation in this group, so I really want to encourage you to share and to maybe discuss some situations where you do experience your hallucinations or your delusions, and I just really want to encourage you to share with us.
Well, I don't really like to talk to people I don't know, and I just like to be by myself.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you sharing a little bit more, and we will come back to that in a little bit. Okay, Liz, would you like to share next?
Yeah, sometimes I don't really have a trigger for my hallucinations, but they are auditory and I just hear them all the time. And sometimes when I go to present in front of a class, I'm in school, they just talk to me and I get really distracted and then I freeze up and I don't get the presentation right, and then I get really embarrassed and I think everyone's looking at me and I think everyone's judging me and they think I'm just dumb and I don't know what to do. And I just get really nervous, and then I mess up even more. And I don't really know what to do. I don't know. I don't know if it would be weird if I tell them that I have voices. I just don't know what to do. I don't know how to navigate it.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing. I know you said you're unsure how to navigate it now that you hear other people brainstorming ideas. Is there any way that you think you could better navigate that situation?
I was wondering if it'd be weird if I tell people ahead of time that maybe this is going on so they don't think I'm dumb, and maybe I could like take a moment and try to block it out and focus. Someone told me maybe I could try using note cards so I can like stay focused on tasks, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, and another option as well, if you don't feel comfortable, sharing your personal information in front of everyone, maybe just letting your professor know or letting the teacher know so that they're aware of what's going on, and maybe they'll have some ideas to foster more success with presentations.
I like that better. I think I'd be more comfortable with
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. All right, so thank you guys all so much for sharing. I felt like that was really successful. It was a really great exercise. So now we're going to transition into working on ways that we can better navigate these difficult situations. So we'll be here, Talia and I will be here the entire time to help guide you through the entire exercise. So as I said, now we're going to transition into some role-playing scenarios. Would anyone like to volunteer to participate to go first?
Yeah, I would like to.
Okay, great.
I take the bus a lot, and it happens a lot that I don't have space for me and Ray.
That's a great situation to role play and try and work out some of those difficulties. Olivia, would you like to join her?
I don't know. I mean, the only reason I'm here is because my therapist told me I had to be.
Okay. Now, I greatly appreciate that your therapist sent you here because I think that it is a great experience for everyone to participate in. But while you're here, you're already here, so you might as well, try and get the most out of it and try and participate and learn some new strategies and see if something will work extra well for you.
I guess.
Okay, great. So I think with this exercise, we're going to start with Allie and Olivia.
Let's pretend Olivia is the person that's trying to sit next to you on the bus. How are we going to handle that situation?
Could you not sit next to me, please?
Sure.
No, you could do better than that.
All right, let's retry this. Sarah, if you don't mind, Olivia is trying to give it her all effort. So let's just let her express how she's feeling, and we'll start this over and try and make it a little bit more successful this time.
Could you not sit there, please?
I'm sitting here now.
Okay. I will let you sit there, and I will stand.
Okay.
Allie, it's nice that you do have your angel with you all the time, and it's great that someone's always there to comfort you, but we have to be a little bit open when we're using public transportation and share the space with others also.
All right, great. I think that was a really good exercise. So, now we've learned some new ways that we can maybe deal with difficult situations, and throughout the rest of the group, we'll implement some more strategies into the exercises as well.
Does anyone feel like their hallucinations ever impact any other areas of functioning besides social participation?
Yes, well, my family doesn't really talk to me anymore, and my friends don't really talk to me anymore, and I feel like I can't do anything without hearing all these voices, and I can't cook the food I want, and I can't do my activities like I used to love to knit and craft, and now I can't do anything. I'm too distracted, and I'm just getting all over the place in my life, and I just feel like I can't stop.
Does anybody have any positive experiences with their hallucinations, and how do you navigate these situations?
I mean, my voices sometimes tell me positive things about myself and not always negative things. And just when I'm around other people, that I start feeling negative because I feel like I'm crazy. But like sometimes when I'm alone, it makes me feel better having voices actually.
Did anyone learn any new social skills from this role-playing activity? From the activity with the bus?
Well, I know that not everybody, we know that, Ray didn't want to come to group. She doesn't like when I talk about her, but, I have to accept that not everybody knows her like I do, and maybe she's just not always here for everybody else. So,
All right, did anyone else learn anything that they'd like to share?
I need to be better about cutting people off, Olivia. I'm sorry, and I just can't help it. I'm just so distracted all the time. I just need to work on that.
All right. Well, so overall, how did everyone feel about this experience? Did we feel like it was a successful group? Would we be open to coming again? Is it something that we, wouldn't ever consider coming to again, or what are our overall feelings?
I would definitely come again because I definitely want to figure out what my triggers are and like better techniques, and it's nice talking to other people who have a similar thing going on.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll invite Ray next time.
Yeah. And did we find that it was hard to discuss your hallucinations with others, or not so difficult to open up and share?
You go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, that was very nice of you. So you shouldn't cut me off.
We're learning.
I'm trying my best.
You did a good job. But at first it was hard, but then as everyone else was telling their stories, it became easier to talk about it.
Great. And Olivia, we haven't heard from you yet. How did you feel about this experience? I know you were mentioning that your psychologist made you come here, but now that you're here, do you feel like it was successful? Do you feel like you may want to come back? You enjoy listening?
Well, it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Okay, well, that's good. That's great. And now that we've done these role-playing exercises and we've talked about all of our hallucinations and our triggers and, potential things that we can do to increase social participation, do you guys feel that you are more equipped to handle difficult situations?
Maybe. I still need to work on things. I'm still trying to learn.
So maybe a few more groups.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from what I'm hearing, it sounds like we could do a few more groups focused on maybe identifying your triggers a little more closely and navigating certain situations that are difficult with your hallucinations.
All right, yeah. And so now that we've learned these tools when we're in difficult situations, it may be a good time to try and apply them and see if they're successful. And maybe the next time that we have our group, you guys can come back and share if you've used any of these tools and if they were successful for you. If they were not successful, why they weren't successful, then maybe we can brainstorm some new ideas.
That'd be good.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
I'm really glad you all made time in your schedule for this. I feel like it's a very important session to be a part of. And if anyone has any recommendations for future sessions, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to implement them into the group exercises.
Thank you.